Welcome. I am Becky Priggle. I'm one of the nurses at the Center for Plastic Surgery, and along with Jillian Kane, who is one of our estheticians, and Kimberly Chastain. And all three of us are going to be speaking today to you about Love the Skin You're In. And hopefully y'all got a packet when you came in, or a folder. Does anybody need one? Okay. How many of you even knew that we had a med spa at CoxHealth? Well, good. So we are going to talk to you about improving your skin care, inform you about the CoxHealth Med Spa and the services available at the Center for Plastic Surgery. Our desire is that you will learn something about the prevention of skin cancer today and how you can improve your risk of not even having skin cancer. So the sources for this portion of the presentation are from the CDC website, the Mayo Clinic website, Plastic Surgical Nursing Journal, the National Cancer Institute, MD Anderson website, and then a lecture that I attended a couple years ago by Dr. Phillips Pollock, who is a plastic surgeon at the West Virginia University, and all he does is specializes in skin cancer and melanoma. So just some basics. The skin is the body's largest organ. It protects against heat, sunlight, injury, and infection. Our skin also helps control body temperature and stores water, fat, and vitamin D. Our skin has several layers, but two main layers are the epidermis, which is the outer layer, and the dermis, which is the inner layer. The Mayo Clinic offers 5 tips for healthy skin. Number 1 is protect yourself from the sun. A lifetime of sun exposure can cause wrinkles, age spots, and other skin problems, as well as the increased risk of skin cancer. So the ways to protect your skin are to use sunscreen. Dr. Pollock recommends SPF 30. He said you don't really need anything higher than that, but apply it every 30 minutes. So in my estimation, that's all you're going to be doing, is applying sunscreen the entire time out in the sun. But anyway, just, use common sense, I guess. Also seek shade, so avoid being in the sun from 10 to 4. We've all heard this. And also wear protective clothing, long-sleeved shirts, long pants, and a wide-brimmed hat. No smoking is number 2. Smoking makes your skin look older and also contributes to wrinkles, among other things. So, number 3, treat your skin gently. Limit bath time and hot water when bathing. Hot water decreases the moisture in your skin. So, pat your skin dry when you get out of the shower or bath, so that the moisture will remain on your skin. Eat a healthy diet. That includes drinking plenty of water then to hydrate your skin. Number 5 is to manage stress. Uncontrolled stress can make your skin more sensitive and also trigger acne breakouts. We all remember from when we were adolescents how that happens. Now for the sobering part. Skin cancer is the most common form of cancer in the U.S. It is estimated that there are 3.5 million people diagnosed with skin cancer each year, and 1 out of every 5 of us will have a skin cancer in our lifetime. Now for the better news. The 2 most common types of skin cancer, which are basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinomas, they are highly curable. Melanoma is the 3rd most common skin cancer, but is more dangerous, as you know, and causes the most deaths. Early detection and treatment is the key for all 3 of these. If you're concerned about something, have it biopsied. The majority of these 3 types of skin cancers are caused by exposure to ultraviolet or UV light, and we'll talk about that later. Indicators of skin cancer may include irregular borders on moles, which are ragged, notched, or blurred edges, moles that are not symmetrical, so one half doesn't match the other half, itchy or painful moles, new moles, sores that bleed and do not heal, or red patches or lumps. So let's talk about each of these 3 types of skin cancer. So in your packet, hopefully everybody got a folder. Did anybody not get a folder? Okay, there's a couple. In this handout that Kimberly made, Learn at Lunch, Love the Skin You're In. On page 3, it has the types of skin cancer that we're going to talk about here. And also how they are each treated. So basal cell carcinoma is the best kind of skin cancer if you're going to get one, and also the most common. These typically don't spread or metastasize. However, we've seen in the office if they get, if they're not taken care of, they can get very large and can cause, some problems in that way. These are most often found on the head, neck, and arms. The second most common type of skin cancer is squamous cell carcinoma. So these are caused from sun exposure. So they'll frequently be on any skin that's exposed to the sun frequently, like the ears, face, neck, arms, chest, and back. And squamous cells can also be a result of radiation therapy. Now I want to do a little audience participation. So I want everybody to look at your right arm and count the number of moles on it, if you can get to your right arm. Just moles. Just count moles. And I think it'd be all the way, up. So some of you might not be able to get all the way up there. So, if you were able to, and if you weren't, go home tonight and count your moles. But how many of you had 7 or more on your right arm? Okay, just one. So, so in a study published in the British Journal of Dermatology, they found that people who had 7 or more moles on their right arm had a higher risk of developing melanoma before they were 60. This okay. Well, that's good. You're good then. The study determined that women who had 7 or more moles on their right arm will have 50 moles over their whole body, and men who had 11 moles on their right arm would have over 100. I don't know who does these studies, but I'm glad I don't. Okay, so the third kind of skin cancer is the one we all hear about and are scared of, melanoma. But it actually has become an epidemic in our country. 1 in 50 of the population will have melanoma, which I think is quite alarming. It is increasing at a rate of 2 to 3% per year. Melanoma is now the 5th most frequent cancer for adult men and the 7th most frequent cancer for adult women. But the most alarming statistic is how the incidence has increased in the younger population. The American Cancer Society has determined that melanoma is the second most identified form of cancer for teenagers and young adults. There have been many definitive studies now that have associated melanoma with tanning bed devices. Increased and or frequent exposure to UV rays increases the incidence of melanoma. So now we're going to talk about those UV rays, or ultraviolet rays. They are an invisible kind of radiation that comes from the sun, tanning beds, and sun lamps. UV rays can penetrate and change skin cells. The 2 main types of UV rays are UVA and UVB. UVA is the most common kind of sunlight at the Earth's surface and reaches beyond the top layer of the skin. Scientists believe that UVA rays damage connective tissue and also increase a person's risk of skin cancer. And Dr. Pollack told us that UVA makes you look old. So it ages our skin. Most UVB rays are absorbed by the ozone layer, so they are less common at the Earth's surface than UVA rays. UVB rays are the tumor initiators. The reason indoor tanning is not recommended is that it exposes users to both types of these UV rays, A and B, which damage the skin and can lead to cancer. So indoor tanning is particularly dangerous for younger users and people who begin indoor tanning during adolescence or early adulthood because they have a higher risk then of getting melanoma. This may be due to greater use of indoor tanning among those who begin tanning at earlier ages. And then as a side note, I did a little investigation about the shellac nails, and just be sure and protect your hands and feet with sunscreen before sitting under the lamp to set the polish, because that is a UVA ray. According to Dr. George at the MD Anderson. And she says really they're a low risk for skin cancer, except if you use them over long periods of time. So she recommends using sunscreen on your hands and feet before sitting under that lamp. So the next time you're at the salon, hand sunscreen to your manicurist before they massage your hands or your feet. MD Anderson reports that one recent study showed tanning bed use is to blame for more than 419,000 cases of skin cancer in the U.S. each year. So that's more than the number of lung cancer cases attributed to smoking each year. So again, use sunscreen SPF 30 and apply often, especially after swimming or perspiring, and don't go to the tanning bed. My hope is that you've learned something new today. And now Jillian, one of our estheticians at the CoxHealth Med Spa, is going to tell you about some of the products and services that we have at the Med Spa. And then Kimberly's going to end with telling you some of the products or the services really that we have at the Center for Plastic Surgery.
Hi, I'm Jillian Kane. I'm one of the estheticians at the Center for Plastic Surgery and CoxHealth Med Spa. As employees, you all receive 20% off of our services. So if you haven't came over to see us yet, that's a good little enticer to come see us. So to kind of touch on what Becky was saying, we do carry a few products that would help to reduce your risk of skin cancer. We carry a wide range of different sunscreens. We also carry some antioxidants as well, which is vitamin C, which will help to basically make your sunscreen work a little bit harder, fight the free radical damage that could lead to skin cancer as well as premature aging. The vitamin C is a great skin brightener as well, which is really nice. We all want that nice glowy, dewy complexion, so it'll help achieve that also. We also have some bronzing agents for someone who maybe really likes a little bit of color, so a good alternative to actually going into the beds. We have a few different products for that. It's with our Jane Iredale line, which is a pure mineral makeup line that we carry in the office. It is also recognized by the Skin Cancer Foundation because it does have a high SPF rating as well. Another line that we carry is called SkinCeuticals, which is a pharmaceutical grade skincare line. It is a skincare line that's backed by science. So we also offer some products to help maybe get rid of some of the signs of aging that have come from the sun, like pigmentation, fine lines, wrinkles, things like that. If you look in your packet, we did include a brochure with all of our med spa services. We start with some of the more superficial, lighter treatments like our spa facial, and offer services all the way up to our deeper peels for more larger, I guess, imperfections, if you will. So if you want to take a look at that, we are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, so you can come and make an appointment with us. Our phone number and all the information's on the very back as well. We offer complimentary consultations, so if you wanted to know maybe what treatments or products would be best for your skin, that's absolutely something you would come in and do with us. We can do the consultation and a treatment in the same day if you would like as well. So, but I will turn it over to Kimberly now.
Well, my name is Kimberly Chastain. I'm a nurse over at the Center for Plastic Surgery. I have the privilege of working with these young ladies, also with working with 3 of the most fantastic doctors. We have 3 board-certified plastic surgeons. That is the only clinic that you're going to find that has board-certified plastic surgeons that will be doing any kind of injectable, and that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about, are some of the injectable procedures that we offer. So you're sitting here going, gosh, I wish somebody would have told me all this stuff about 30 years ago before I got out in the sun and damaged my skin. So some of the products that Jillian was talking about, our estheticians can provide for you, and that will help to reverse some of that sun damage and signs of aging. We also offer a completely customizable line of injectables fillers, and Botox. So what those products do, if you're not familiar with any of those, is the fillers will fill in all the kinds of lines around the face that you don't like, your little parentheses, any fine lines around the lips. We also have the Botox, which helps to relax the muscles on the forehead and take care of those pesky little crow's feet that you might have. As Cox employees, you do get 20% off of those products, and I've included a price list in the pamphlet that we gave you that tells you what your cost would be. And it is they're based on the amount of product that you use. We sell the Juvederm line, which includes Juvederm, Volbella, and Voluma. We sell that by the syringe, so you can purchase one syringe or you can purchase two. And then the Botox is sold by the unit, so our typical standard treatment is going to be 24 to 36 units. Much less than that, you're really not getting an effective use of the product. And it is something that does build on itself, so it's not something that you get once and done on the Botox. You do have to come back and get it a couple times a year. Usually we recommend about every 4 to 5 months. And you'll just notice after each treatment that those fine lines start just really disappearing and improving. We have the newest product that we have for injectables, the fillers, is the Volbella, and it is made specifically for the lips. So if you have any fine lines that are just around the lips, or you just want fuller lips, you've got maybe a thin upper lip or something and you want some fuller lips, you can come in and see us for that. We also have a product called Kybella. It is not for everyone, but it does help with the fullness under the chin, and it is a permanent product. So once you get that treatment, usually have to get about 3 treatments, but it's a permanent product that takes care of that fullness that you have under the chin. So again, I mean, we've got the board certified plastic surgeons who do all of our injectables. You will not see a nurse or a nurse practitioner, and we're the only clinic in the area that does that. So we would be happy to have you come and see us. We also offer a couple of laser treatments. We do one called dot laser, and that's just a light resurfacing of the skin. It helps to get rid of those age spots and fine lines. It does have some downtime associated with it, so you need to plan to kind of be out of the social limelight for a few days because it turns your face pretty red. And then we also we have some pigment laser treatments that we can take care of, some sunspots and things like that if you just have a couple of little areas. And we would love to have you guys come and see us, come talk to us, ask any questions, and we just would love to have you guys come talk to us.